Before we do some more learning, we're going to count the Omer without a blessing in case anybody missed it last night. So we are the day after 29, which means that we are going to be on page 68 of our Siddur. We'll count in Hebrew and then in English. Hayom shloshim yom shehem arba'a shavuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. You can join me in English too. Today is 30 days, 4 weeks, and 2 days of the Omer. I'll say too what I said last night as a little bit of an announcement. Some of you in this room have already signed up or emailed me to let me know that you'd like to teach something on Shavuot for Tikkun Leil Shavuot. It's a Thursday night this year. It's coming up very soon, and we're reminded that by the number of the Omer today. For Tikkun Leil Shavuot, our theme this year is Learn from the Experts. So if you're an expert or an enthusiast about really anything, please let me know what you'd like to teach. And bonus points if you can get something Jewish or some bit of Torah in there too. In fact, do we have all of our teachers in the room today? We have three out of the 4 who have signed up. Oh, actually, somebody else told me they wanted to teach last night. So we have 3 out of 5 in this room. So please let me know what you would like to teach if you'd like to join in that number. We're going to close signups for teachers at the end of this week because I'm going to be out the week after that. So just let me know if you're going to be a teacher as well. I love these mornings where, as much as I love celebrating people, I love these mornings where it's just the people who want to be here on a Saturday morning. So thank you for being here on a Saturday morning.
I love it.
Good. Now, I could never become a professional basketball player. I don't really enjoy sports anyway. Don't tell anybody in Texas. I certainly don't have the eyesight needed to become an aviator in the Air Force, but I do love officiating life cycle events. I love learning about people's lives, singing on the bima, and every other aspect of what I do here at Congregation Beth Torah. As we learn in Pirkei Avot, Ein lecha adam she'ein lo sha'a ve'ein lecha davar she'ein lo makom. There is no person who does not have their hour and no thing that does not have its place. My hour and my place may not be basketball or aviation, but I do feel a sense of home and purpose as a Jewish community leader. While no one can do everything or fit into every role, everyone can do something, really a whole lot of things that are valuable and fulfilling. In Parashat Emor, we encounter a list of mumim, of physical differences and disabilities that disqualify a Kohen from giving offerings in the Mishkan. No man who is blind or limps or has a limb too short or too long, who has a broken leg or arm, or who has a hunchback, or who is too small, or who has a growth in his eye, who has a boil scar or scurvy or crushed testes. No man among the offspring of Aaron the priest who has a defect in this way shall be qualified to offer God's offering by fire. Having one of these mumim, he shall not be qualified to offer the food of his God. According to Moshe, delivering the word of God, only Kohanim without certain conditions and disabilities may give sacrifices or serve in the temple. Some of these limitations are permanent and some are temporary. Those with disabilities and conditions may still eat of the sacrifices and receive all associated honors, but as many occupations today still have physical requirements, the role of Kohen requires the physical ability to bring sacrifices with precision and accuracy. If we think about what acting like a Kohen in the Mishkan looked like, clear communication, the ability to lift and transport animals, and the presence of mind to be among gruesome smells, sights, and sounds are all necessary in order to serve a Kohen's role in the temple. When the Torah limits who among the Kohanim may give offerings, God is not making a value statement about those who may or may not give those offerings. God is creating a job description with certain specific qualifications. Thank goodness, the Torah contains a wealth of commandments that are accessible and honorable for those of all abilities, even and especially those who may not be able to perform the roles of a Kohen in the Mishkan. As we learned last week, everyone has the capacity in some unique way to honor their parents, to not deceive friends and neighbors, to respect elders, to judge everyone in our midst with the same standards. And these are all mitzvot with the same degree of holiness, and some commentators will say much more, as offering a sacrifice in the temple. Kedoshim tihiyu, as we were commanded last week, you have the capacity to be and are already inherently holy. With that knowledge, it is our responsibility to find the mitzvot with which we are charged with and capable of doing. It is our responsibility, too, to find those mitzvot that fill our particular cup and that fit our particular strengths enough to inspire us to do even more. And of course, it is our responsibility to make sure that those in our midst have access to the mitzvot that showcase their abilities and contributions as well. Encountering our parsha and the limitations therein can seem especially difficult for those of us experiencing new limitations, often those that come from entering new ages and stages, or from our loved ones entering those new ages and stages. Whether these changes are occurring in our bodies, our minds, our schedules, or our financial capabilities, being unable to do everything we were able to do before does not diminish our worth. It just means we lean into and express gratitude for what we can do with our body, our mind, time, and resources. We may even find new places to shift our efforts. We explore new hobbies, volunteer opportunities, maybe even careers that we may never have thought of before. We may be surprised to discover new depths to our ability to find meaning in and have real great effect on the world around us. For those with any doubt in your ability to make a difference, I invite you to experience this Sunday's Lehner Family Mitzvah Day. From baking to making phone calls, writing letters to IDF soldiers, organizing clothing, and of course, participating in 100X, and decorating rocks for our cemetery, we have a wealth of opportunities for those of all interests, personalities, and abilities. As Linda Steinberg taught us just a few weeks ago at her volunteer Shabbat, it's vital that we each find that opportunity that really speaks to us. If anyone is interested in opportunities that can be done from home, truly the more the merrier. While not every person in this congregation is able to do every job and volunteer opportunity in the world, I am proud to be a part of this congregation that makes it a priority to help people of all abilities and backgrounds find the ways in which they can and do make a difference. We are a congregation that prides itself in being, as Isaiah teaches, a house of prayer for all people, a place that makes these mitzvot, that makes meaningful action accessible to all we can. I am proud to be a part of this congregation that's made that a part of their history, our founding values, the way that we shape this building and all the programming that we do. We know that charge, Talmudically, of Kol Yisrael Arevim Ze Bazeh, that all of Israel is intertwined with one another. That when we give each other, when we give everyone in our midst the opportunity to enjoy and to make a difference in every place they can, we all benefit. And that if anyone is not able to have that opportunity, we're all experiencing that as well. Hopefully, too, we can be inspired from all of the intention that we've placed into this space to be that house for all people, to apply some of those changes that we've made here and some of those ways that we've set our intentions here into our other communities, our other spaces for our careers, for our volunteer work, and just for being with one another out in the world too. Martin Buber tells the story of a great Hasidic Rabbi Zusia of Hanipol, whose students found him crying on his deathbed. They surrounded him and asked, "Rabbi, why do you weep? You are almost as wise as Moses. You are almost as hospitable as Abraham, and surely heaven will judge you favorably." Rabbi Zusia answered, "It's true. When I get to the world to come, I will not worry if God asks me why I was more like Moses or Abraham. But what will I say when God asks me, 'Zusia, why were you more like Zusia?' Why were you not more like Zusia?" Each and every one of us has our particular abilities, our strengths, our interests, and passions, some from the time we were born, and some that have developed as life has changed. We each have the privilege to discover all that we are able to do with these unique bodies, minds, and resources that we have right now, to move from dwelling on what we cannot do to what we know and discover that we can and must do. Shabbat Shalom. I'd love to invite